want me to give you the same haircut?
Did you cut that yourself?
No, I didn't, but I could try.
All right, I would like that.
Okay, let's give it a go.
We'll give it a go and see what happens.
But welcome to Live. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
You're from England. Is that where you live currently?
That is where I live currently, but I do really love New York.
Well, New York loves you.
So do you spend a lot of time here?
I've been coming over a little bit, yeah. I've been very lucky in that work has brought me here quite a lot.
Oh, good.
I've never been here at holiday season,
Isn't it great?
Oh, it's
so gorgeous.
You're here
really
the
wonderful.
best time. And you're here like an unprecedented warm holiday season.
How come it's so warm?
We don't know.
Just for me?
Just for you.
I'm not complaining.
Everything's warmed up just a little bit.
Yeah, just trying to convince you to move here. And then February comes and you're like, what did I do?
But I'm curious, since it is the holidays and you love are you a shopper? And if so, have you done all your holiday shopping?
Do you know what? I haven't even started. But I am afflicted with this terrible condition.
Called?
It's whereby I buy one present for one person and one present for me. I think it's called selfishness. I think that's what it's called.
No, that's not what it's called.
Really?
No, I have the same thing.
Yeah, and it's just called being human.
Yes, it's called, because when you see something that is so great that you love it so much, and you think, I should get this for Michael because I love it so much, and while I'm getting it for Michael, I should get one for me too, so that I don't have to borrow his.
And Michael would want me to have that as well.
Yeah, I get it. So have you ever bought something for somebody else that just because you wanted it for yourself?
Every time.
Oh man! But you know what? But your story is amazing. Your Game of Thrones, how you got that character. It's an amazing story because the fans, from my understanding, suggested you for that role.
There was a really incredible coincidence.
Okay.
In that a friend of mine rang me and said, "There's something about you being in an HBO show, and who doesn't, actors or not, who doesn't want to be in an HBO show?"
Right.
And I'd really wanted to work for HBO for a long time.
Well, they make the best shows.
They really do. And so I Googled myself. And
oh my gosh, never Google yourself. Are you
it was
crazy?
the first and last time that I Googled myself. But I saw my name in all these incredible fan forums with very passionate fans of this series of books. And so I thought, okay, what's this about? And I Googled the books and I read a brief synopsis. And then I read about the character. And then I read the books and I really fell in love with the character. Because it seemed to me that this was a character that was a very unconventional woman, and particularly within the context of a mainstream TV show. And I thought, whatever happens, whether it's successful or not, I would love the opportunity to play this part and to explore this kind of person. And I never knew it would be as wonderfully successful as it has been. But that's very heartening to me, because what that says is we want to see different kinds of people in our entertainment. And I do think Brienne of Tarth has been one of those.
A strong woman. Strong woman. We're going to take a quick break, and when we're going to come back, we're going to find out who Gwendoline plays in Star Wars and why she loves that character as well. So we'll be right back with Gwendoline
Christie, star of Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Tell us about your character. Tell us everything, because I am such a Star Wars lover from the 70s, from the early 70s.
Yeah, you've put the work in.
I am devoted to this franchise.
Put the work in. It's
Tell
a long time.
Tell me.
Well, I play Captain Phasma.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. And Captain Phasma is the captain of the Stormtroopers. She is a member of the First Order and part of the dark side. I can say,
I like the way you said dark side.
I love the dark side.
Yeah,
I believe the dark side is with all of us.
Yeah, I really sense that about you. She is a Boba Fett style character. So that means she is not at the forefront of the action, but she certainly makes an impact.
Now, is this a brand new character?
It is a brand new character. And she is a female villain in Star Wars, which is not something we've seen very much on screen so far. So I'm obviously very, very excited about that. But what really excites me about the part is that from what we've seen so far, Captain Phasma has a particularly badass costume. And she is wearing this chrome armor. And I realized in playing the part that what happened from the neck down was as important as the neck, from the neck up, what went on there. But what's interesting to me is that in our culture, we're really used to seeing female characters and we relate to them due to the way that they are made flesh. You know, that kind of random group of elements that comes together and causes us to look a certain way when we're born. But this character we're relating to due to her choices and her actions. First and foremost. And I think that's really progressive and modern, particularly in a Star Wars movie.
When did you see Star Wars for the first time? Do you remember?
Well, I do. I think I was about 6 years old. It was Christmas time. It was shown to me by my family, and I completely fell in love with it. I fell in love with the fact there was this group of misfits all thrown together. I had such an adoration for these two robots, particularly when you see them in the sand. I was like, robots in sand!
I know.
It made a huge impact on me. Robots in sand, and I loved how funny it was, and I was genuinely terrified by the dark side. But I thought they looked so stylish. And it was so funny as well. It had everything for me. But obviously, it's our foundation story of good against evil. But there's something very magical about it, and I think that it is hope, and that's a wonderfully. Well, sadly elusive feeling, and it gives us that feeling of hope when we watch the movie.
Can I ask you, will you please come here every day?
Yes.
You are so great.
You give us hope.
You are, I am
like you're just talking and I'm just like drawing me in.
I want to go to the Death Star right now. I do. I want you to take me to the Death Star.
I will.
Will you?
I can tell you want to go. It's coming out of your eyes like lasers.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
Well, I tell you what, it is Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and then theaters on Friday. Make sure you go see it. I know you will, but I will. Gwendoline Christie, everybody.
Thank you for being here.